It's the amateur night performance that launches a career for the Five Heartbeats in a new musical about the rise of a singing group that's made up of 5 very different members. The movie was directed and co-written by Robert Townsend, who made a lot of waves with his debut film, Hollywood Shuffle, a few years ago. That was a send-up of Hollywood's favorite cliches about black actors. Now Townsend gets the chance to star in a role that is not as cliched as Duck, who is too shy to ask a girl out on a date.
Can't dance. Don't know how to talk to women. He's a virgin. Look at that dumb little look on his face.
The Heartbeats get some dance tips from an old hoofer played by show business veteran Harold Nicholas. One of the movie's scene stealers is 12-year-old Tressa Thomas as Duck's little sister with a big voice.
Some people run at the first sight of stormy weather.
The Five Heartbeats tells the story of that singing group over a period of some 30 years as they hit the top, and then when Eddie, their lead singer, hits the skids. There is really too much story here for one movie, too many characters, too many years, and so there are some gaps in the narrative, but the energy in the film is joyous, the acting is strong, and after a slow start, I found I was really caring about these characters.
And we continue our split view throughout the show, because this picture didn't touch me. I mean, I like films about musical acts getting together. I think a better film like this involving young women from about 18 years ago is a film called Sparkle, which I thought was a really special film, and I think if people are interested in this kind of picture, that would be one that they should rent. Here, I felt that all the storylines were kind of predictable. I mean, you got the one on drugs, and the one that I did like was the kid who gets involved in the church. I thought that was, may not be original, but at least it was freshly done. The rest of it, I just saw where, you know, the crisis, triumph, and really wide swing, so that it seemed kind of a mechanical story to me. The music's good, but that's off of a soundtrack.
I liked, you see, when the movie started, I didn't know who all the characters were for about 20 minutes. There was very erratic editing, and I thought this movie just doesn't know where it's going. And then somehow, so that I had some of the same objections you had, but somehow as the movie got along, then I found out what the relationships were, and I began to care. I found that there were little scenes for each character in which that person was faced with a problem in his life and had to solve it, both for himself and in terms of the group. Or not solve it. The whole story about Eddie, the lead singer, and what happens to him, I didn't think was cliched. And even if it was, it's based on, actually, on some real-life stories that Townsend used, so that you can't really claim it's cliched if it's
I think
if it has a basis
I think you
in
put
fact.
your finger on it when you said that there are too many stories in too many years. Frankly, Spike Lee, I think, did a better job with another musical group in Mo Better Blues, where at least we saw some richness of the character. This thing is just too much.
Well, I liked it.